Nebraska Public Media Sports is proud to be the NSAA's home for school championships. We're at Pinnacle for the 2025 NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships. We're now to Class A, our third state championship of the day, where it's the Warriors of Westside taking on the Titans of Papillion-LaVista South. Welcome back in, everyone. Along with Andy Markowski, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us for this Class A state title game. For Papillion-LaVista South, they have never, ever won a state championship, never been here before. And for Westside, it's only been 45 years. So one of these two schools is going to welcome home a state championship. Let's start with Westside and talk about Lee Robinson.
Yeah, what a fantastic freshman. For a freshman to have an impact in Metro and Class A basketball, it's very rare. So Lee averages 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, but very versatile, very good defensively, and he's playing better basketball. So as you look at Westside's first 2 losses were to Papio South, but I think they're playing better because Lee Robinson is having a really good finish to his freshman campaign.
One of the leading scorers in the state, Bryson Ball for Papillion-LaVista South.
Yeah, just a terrific scorer. Bryson averages 21 points a game, had 23 in the first round, he had 33 in the semis, but he's done that on 18 of 31 shooting. Sometimes you see high-volume scorers be high-volume shooters, and he really gets his points on high field goal, high-efficiency basketball. In addition, he can post, he can mid-range, he can make threes, he rebounds, he blocks, and then his running mate, Reese Kircher, number 22, make a terrific duo.
Well, it's been a busy day already. We've crowned 2 state champions. Johnson Brock this morning at 9 a.m. They tipped it up. Ashland Greenwood just won its 3rd and 4th years. One of these 2 schools between Westside and Papillion-LaVista South will win either their first or their first in a very long time. State championship Class A action coming your way when we come back at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Why is it important to fill out your FAFSA?
First off,
it's how you apply for federal,
state,
and most college-based financial aid.
It's easier to fill out than you think.
Start college on the right track.
You don't have to pay for college on your own.
Education Quest is here to help.
For more information, go to educationquest.org.
Life can move at a pretty fast pace here in Nebraska. From lights on to lights out, there's no stopping our work ethic. That's why at Nebraska Public Power District, we take pride in keeping you going. Pride in knowing that your power grid keeps electricity reliable and ready for that exact moment when you need it. We take on the challenges 24/7 because electricity is the lifeblood of your day, and powering your day is what motivates us to do our very best. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
Championship Saturday in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's the Class A state championship game. Papillion-LaVista South taking on the Westside Warriors. Hello again, everybody. Andy Kendi at Pinnacle Bank Arena, and we have a great one for you today. For the first time since 2019, Bellevue West and Millard North are not playing for the Class A title. Instead, it's a first-time finalist in Papio South taking on the Westside Warriors, who, get this, won their only title 45 years ago today. That's right, March 15th, 1980, Westside won its one and only boys basketball state title when Jimmy Carter was the president. For Papio South and Westside, these 2 teams have met twice before. Papio South have won both times, including one in the Metro Conference Tournament Final over the holidays. Westside comes in 24-4, Papio South comes in 25-3. These 2 head coaches are longtime friends, but only one of them will win the title. Now it's time for the pregame introductions. Let's send across the court to Mr. Rich Broderson.
On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools, welcome to the 2025 NSAA Boys State Basketball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize Farmers Mutual of Nebraska and all NSAA corporate partners for outstanding support of NSAA activities, especially Nebraska Orthopedic Center, the NSAA's orthopedic and sports medicine partner for Lincoln Area Championships. Good afternoon and welcome to Pinnacle Bank Arena for today's Class A Boys Championship game between the number 2 seed, the 24-4 Omaha Westside Warriors. And the number 1 seed, the 25-3 Papillion-LaVista South Titans. Are you ready to join the University of Nebraska starting lineup? Email admissions at Nebraska.edu today and find out how the University of Nebraska can help you be your best. And now, let's meet the teams and officials. First, the non-starters for Omaha Westside. Number 1, Monte Brown. Number 5, Donnie Barfield Jr. Number 10, Tyler Vaughns. Number 11, London Dada. Number 12, Jack Hawkins. Number 13, Brendan Reeves. Number 20, Jack Schaefer. Number 21, Darian Jenkins. And number 40, Will Preston. And now the non-starters for Papillion-LaVista South. Number 1, Brady Alderson. Number 4, Diego Humbert. Number 21, Riker Brooks. Number 25, Connor Falkenberg. Number 31, Kenyon Slavany. Number 33, Trent Krugman. Number 34, Cody Cizik. And number 40, Callan Wilson. And now, here's the starting lineup for the Warriors of Omaha Westside. A 6-foot freshman, number 2, Lee Robertson. A 6'6" junior, number 3, Emery Gaddick. A 6'1" senior, number 4, Trail Snoddy. A 6'4" senior, number 25, Carson Healy. And a 6'7" senior, number 33, Tyson Avadi. The assistant coaches for the Warriors are Derek Porter, Mitch Albers, Nate Teese, Jason Sanderson, Carl Brown, and Mike Keller. And the head coach for Omaha Westside is Jim Simons. And now the starting lineup for the Titans of Papillion-LaVista South High School. A 6'3" sophomore, number 12, Levi Webb. A 6'5" senior, number 20, Bryson Ball. A 6-foot senior, number 22, Reese Kircher. A 6'2" junior, number 23, Grant Beckenauer. And a 6'4" senior, number 24, Jaden Herrera. The assistant coaches for the Titans are Joseph Cooley, Jim Simpson, Ray Keller, Troy Tiefenthaler, Hayden Ball, Jacob Graffelman, Gregory Eaton, and Josiah Heischer. And the head coach for Papillion-LaVista South is Joel Heischer. The officials for today's Class A championship game are Silo Johnson, Chris Eischeid, and Brian Arvin. The bench official is Mr. Chris Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play basketball!
Well, both in the metro area, the Warriors and the Titans, so both maybe 50 minutes, 55 minutes to get here to PBA. The trip here through the brackets will start with the top of the bracket and Papillion-LaVista South. They knocked off their intra-city rival and Millard North to get here, and Westside with wins over, well, they took Lincoln out of the tournament. Took down Southwest and Southeast to make it to the finals. They played before, Andy, this year. Westside lost that one to the Titans. It was 70-52. Question is, which team makes the bigger jump here in the state championship? Warriors or the Titans?
Yeah, certainly Papillion South was expected to be here. You know, two terrific seniors.
Bryson Ball wastes no time. The steal and the lay-in. He averages 21.5 a game.
There you see Ball as one of the seniors, but also Reese Kircher, 22, is a terrific point guard. Kind of flies under the radar, but if you've watched Class A and you coach Class A, you know he's kind of the catalyst of the whole thing. Herrera's a really powerful 6'4" forward as well. Senior. So I think Papillion South was expecting to compete for a state title. Westside maybe a little ahead of schedule. They're pretty young. And we mentioned Lee Robinson being a freshman, having a really big impact.
Odd body with the shot. Rebound comes out long to Lee Robinson, the freshman you just mentioned. Here's Snoddy with it, back to Robinson, three-pointer on the way. And the rebound pulled down by Jaden Herrera.
Class A has been pretty open this whole season. A lot of upsets. Papillion South's probably been the most consistent team.
Long rebound out into the hands of Geddick. Snoddy with it. S-N-O-D-D-Y, Trell Snoddy.
You see Kircher just will put so much pressure on the defense.
Goes off the fingertips of Grant Beckenauer. It will remain with Westside. There's Joel Heiser, 22 years on the bench for the Titans. Spent a year at Mankato High School in Kansas, 13 years at McCook. His career record, 467 and 386. So 469 now after winning 2 down here at state. This would be career win number 470. Rebound to Snoddy. And draws the foul. Trell Snoddy will go to the line.
Snoddy's kind of that senior leader for Westside. Good length, so his versatility there, being able to get up on the offensive backboard from the guard position. I think that's an area that Westside can potentially exploit, just being really active defensively, trying to create some steals.
Jim Simons, his 8th season, pardon me, Andy. Goes off of the fingertips of Ball, and it will stay with Westside. There he is, Jim Simons, 8th season. He was an assistant at Westside for a long time, from 2001 until 2017. And now 8 years as the head coach.
Westside took advantage of the wild card, was actually upset by Lincoln Southwest in district finals, but had such a great regular season. They were rewarded by getting it on the wild card, taking advantage of it, getting into the finals.
This will be the 3rd possession for Westside on this possession.
Already 5 offensive rebounds for Westside. See, a little block out. Herrera just not able to secure it with 2 hands. Almost another offensive rebound.
Nearly. Goes off.
Odd body knocks it out of bounds. But certainly something Papillion South's going to have to clean up, and Westside's going to stay aggressive on that backboard. Westside wants to keep Papillion South in the half court if possible. See a lot of really good motion offense from Papillion South.
Overplayed it a bit, the drive and the foul, as Herrera will shoot a couple.
And that's the pressure Papillion South puts on you. They use Kircher in a ball screen. You'll see a ball screen here, and then you got to switch. So you end up getting your post switched on to Snoddy, which is a really advantageous matchup for Papillion South. Herrera's able to draw the foul. So how Westside defends the ball screen is going to be really important in this game. Do you switch it? Do you hedge it? Do you change your ball screen coverages? Do you double? Do you try to take the ball out of Kircher's hands? These teams have played each other multiple times, as you mentioned, so it'll be interesting to see how the ball screen offense and defense plays out.
Down low, loses it into the hands of Ball. Here comes Bryson Ball. Levi Webb kicks it out. Pereira into the paint. Has it blocked.
Yeah, great hustle by Gedek being able to close out on that three-point attempt from Ball.
Here's Gedek with the three. Emery Gedek, the junior. He had 23 in the first round, 9 in the semifinal.
Pretty good sequence there. Really good hustle play, and then able to knock in the three.
There's Ball with it again. Levi Webb drives in, and Webb draws the foul, and the bucket's good. Levi Webb, opportunity to complete the three-point play when we come back here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Tight one early between Westside and the Titans.
Constellation is a natural gas commodity supplier in the Choice Gas program, helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $400,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
First Nebraska Bank has been serving local communities since 1879 with 11 full-service community banks across central and eastern Nebraska. At First Nebraska Bank, our commitment goes beyond transactions. We're not just bankers, we're members of your local community. Our team, your friends and neighbors, are dedicated to supporting your financial success. First Nebraska Bank, your kind of people, your kind of bank.
Papillion South with the lead early on, 6-4. 4:19 remaining here in the first quarter. They will try to extend that lead. Levi Webb with that last bucket, just a sophomore.
I think Webb's growth this season, is the reason why they're in the finals. As a sophomore, pretty versatile, can step out and shoot, but averaging 13 a game and 16 in the first round, 10 and 7 in the semis. Ball obviously gets a lot of the media credit, deservedly so. Commit to South Dakota State. Kircher is one of the better point guards in the state. Webb has been that third consistent scorer for Papillion South.
Good disruptive defense there by Beckenauer.
Robinson, Kircher matchup there.
Ball in the paint, loses it, tips it out. Here's Kircher with the drive. Kircher into contact, didn't get it. Rebound rolls into the hands of Barfield, who's in the game now. Oh, what a shot by Lee Robinson.
See some of the athleticism from Robinson. Playing a little injured yesterday, sat most of the third quarter in the semis due to fell on, I think, his tailbone from some of the media reports, but then came back and had a really solid finish to help Westside beat Lincoln Southeast.
Foul, believe it's going to be called on Odd Body.
Here you see Robinson just avoids a little contact splits, and this terrific body control. Averaging 11, but just versatile defensively. He's drawn the tough assignment there with the senior Kircher. Papillion South with some different motion entries. They really shoot the three from all 5 spots.
Leans into it, and Webb gets the bucket. He has 5 already.
See Webb's versatility. Coach Heeger actually posts him against the smaller Brown. It's just the familiarity with Class A teams know each other. It's getting play a lot of times in the summer against each other. You play multiple times during the season, so you kind of know which matchups are advantageous for you, which ones you maybe have to give a little help to. It's a little probably easier game-to-game prep for Class A. You know, having the Wednesday, Friday schedule for A, I think is a really good thing for Class A teams and players. That recovery day to help with prep. I think it makes the finals better when you only play it back-to-back versus 3 in a row. You see Webb's going to post again.
Great feed and a nice finish by Ball. Ball with 4 points. Kicked it out. Open look here by Dada. Dada had 12 points in the first round win.
A 6'7" sophomore.
Herrera posting up. Nice smooth little scoop in. Got the roll. There's the speed of Kircher. He's twitchy.
And I think what makes Papio South so tough to guard is they do shoot it. You know, Herrera's a capable shooter at the 5 spot, so it just gets you so spread.
Herrera with nice speed. Kicks it back. Open look. 3-quarter off the front.
Best look that Ball has had so far. Not able to get it to go.
Geddick, open look here for Barfield. Barfield on Kircher.
Yep, there you got the switch. So then Kircher's going to create space.
Oh, nice. Take the shot, great feed down low, and Ball finishes.
Yeah, really, the ball screen switch is the one advantage that Papio South has had in this quarter. We'll be anxious to see what Coach Simons does to maybe adjust.
Ball called for the foul.
Really nice play from Brown there on the baseline drive. The kick out to Dada. And then you just see Kircher's creativity with the basketball. Gets to the front of the rim and scores.
Remaining here in the first. Lee Robinson with it. Robinson trying to take him off the dribble. Kicked out. Does not get a shot off, and that's how we end the first. Great defensive effort by Papio South, and they've got the lead after one. The Titans on top, 15-9.
Nothing is more local than where you work and where you live. Here at CPI, we're more than just an ag cooperative. We're your partner in the field and in your local community. We strive to provide farmer-first customer service every day in our grain, agronomy, energy, and feed divisions. By investing in our communities, we're supporting our customers, employees, and the future of the ag industry right here in central Nebraska. CPI, making local matter.
Everyone deals with difficult times at some point in their lives. Some people may lose hope and turn to substances or alcohol as a way to cope with difficult emotions. You are not alone. There is a new number for help, 988. 988 is the 911 for times of crisis and mental health emergencies. Anyone who is in need of help, just call, text, or chat 988 for confidential support at no cost. There is hope. Just call 988.
Yeah, back here at PBA, starting the second quarter. Going back to this Kircher ball screen here. So if you look at Kircher has the basketball, they're going to ball screen. Go ahead and go live. Westside's going to elect to switch this, so go ahead and freeze this. So now Kircher has a matchup that they like. You go ahead and go play. This is going to allow Kircher to use his athleticism and skill with the basketball to get to the elbow, which creates a help situation. There's the kick out. you get multiple recovery, and then you leave Bryson Ball open. So really that cross matchup off of the original ball screen switch is what Westside is going to have to look at, because Papillion South has really done a good job of playing out of that. And I believe 8 of their 15 points is direct attributing to Kircher being able to take advantage of maybe a big versus little matchup. So keep an eye on that as this game plays out.
Kircher, long three-pointer. And the rebound to Oddvuddy.
Yeah, really good possession by Westside there, just keeping the ball in front. Certainly you want to keep Kircher out of the lane, forcing them to make jump shots, which they did that possession. Now Westside needs to settle in a little bit on the offensive side here.
Healy with it. Into the paint goes Snoddy, kicks it back out. Lee Robinson, 5 on the shot clock, 4, 3. Robinson tries to get his shot off, drives in. Shot will be good. Did it beat the buzzer?
Yep,
It did, and a foul.
So on the other side of it, Westside really likes to match up with Lee Robinson, and they're given at the end of the quarter, they put the ball in Robinson's hand in the middle third of the floor. That time they put it back in Robinson's hand, and then he's able to just kind of penetrate that wing seam, get to the lane. Not able to capitalize on a three-point play, but keep an eye on that matchup. Robinson's done a good job of getting into the lane, both in the transition and in the half court. Here's a switch again where Oddbody is going to have to be able to control penetration.
Kircher free throw line.
And a really good job. Anytime you get a switch, a contested jump shot will be a win.
Great move by Geddick. Little spin off glass for Emery Geddick.
A great 4-0 run to start the quarter for Westside.
Long three by Ball. Got it. Bryson Ball with the 3. Ball now with 9 points.
It's just a really hard, they give him the read off of that little flare screen there. If you over it, he curls it. If you go under it, he pops for a 3. Just puts so much pressure on you with his versatility as a shooter.
Snoddy draws the foul.
Here you see Westside, really, that's now 4 points they've been able to get out of their defense by getting out in transition. Here you see Ball just stopping behind the 3. Carson Healy went under, and Ball's ability to stop with range. He's 6'5", he has a really quick release. South Dakota State's getting a really terrific offensive player. He probably will win Gatorade Boy of the Year in the state would be my guess.
Both hands good by Trell Snoddy. Open look here for Herrera, and Herrera, you said it. He's got a range, and Herrera knocks it down.
Yeah, once again, the ball screen, they actually didn't want to switch that, and they ended up both going one direction, and Herrera's versatility stepping out. So, again, just the ball screen with Kircher, and it's not just a Westside thing. Kircher has done that to Cal State coaches for a lot of times. Just a terrific point guard, puts you in a lot of tough defensive situations.
Ball contests the Robinson layup, forces the miss. Kircher in the paint, draws a foul.
Here you see just the confusion on the ball screen. They both go, and then Herrera's just ability to step away. And when you can shoot the basketball at all 5 spots, it really opens the floor up to what coaches can do. It takes really a help spot away.
Reese misses the first one. He and Bryson Ball have played basketball together now for 7 years. He's the all-time school assists leader. And Bryson Ball, the all-time scorer. Goes well together, doesn't it?
Yeah, just a terrific pair. You know, if you're a young guard, you know, watch Gertrude. Not only is he a good teammate, good leader, good shooter, he's an unbelievable passer. Everything is on time, in rhythm, one hand, two hand. Like, there's never a pass that he takes for granted. Everything is just snapped. You know, he'll go on and play college. I don't know if he's made that decision yet, but he's been well schooled.
Pritchard with it up top. He'll take the three-pointer off the feed from Herrera. Rebound to Lee Robinson. Kicks it out. Geddick with the three. Henry Geddick for three.
Again, Westside being able to go from transition defense to offense, but then you got to get back and locate the leading scorer in the state. Just a little bit of a breakdown there. Ball gets an open three.
About as wide open a look as Ball is going to see.
The ball's already 5 out of 6. You know, I mentioned just you just don't see 20-point scorers play with the efficiency he plays on offense.
Great dish. Herrera cleans it up. Nice feed from Kircher. And Herrera with the bucket. And a timeout taken by Westside.
Here you see Lee Robinson does a great job here pushing the basketball, finds Geddick for his second three of the game.
Well, that allowed him to cut it to 3, but it did not take long.
He just don't get matched, and Ball gets a really clean look. He's going to make that majority of the time. 27-18 here at PBA.
Bryson Ball averages 21.5 a game, almost 9 rebounds. Youngest of 4 Ball children, and of course, as many of you know, his older sister, pretty good athlete herself, Jordy Ball, who pitches for Nebraska. I believe she's pitching in Columbus today against Ohio State. 9-3 Papillion South run. He lit it up in the semis. I think you said it earlier, but 33-8 in the semifinals to get him here.
Yeah, 33 on 19 shots. Westside's done a good job of really pushing and finding some baskets in transition. You know, their half-court efficiency hasn't been great, but their ability to score before Papillion South's defense has been set has been real positive. Spacing from Papillion South, all 5 are outside the three-point line. And not that you want that, but it just shows you their ability to space, give their drivers room. And then again, Robinson does a good job of pushing in transition, drawing the foul.
13 down against the Titans. Checking in from Westside, number 11,
Geddick has 8 on those 2 threes. Robinson has 4. Dada hit a 3, so Dada's back in the game here. Just trying to find some more scoring.
Here's Barfield. Back to Dada. London Dada loses the dribble and turns it over. Back in for the Titans is Brady Alderson. Alderson back in for the Titans. loses it.
Yeah, good job by Donnie Barfield there. Just kind of walling up, not letting Herrera turn the corner on that fake handoff.
Slobodny is back in. Kenyon Slobodny, the junior for the Titans. Geddick with it. And draws the foul.
Just the first foul on Herrera. And then that last possession with Herrera, that was the first turnover for Papio South. So just think about the efficiency that they've played with. 10 of 20 from the floor, only one turnover. So Westside's done a pretty good job despite that efficiency of keeping this game attached. Have a chance to cut it to 7.
Free throw's good from Geddick. Kircher with the jumper, got it. Smooth shot by Reese Kircher.
And good pull up by Kircher there. Just 2 of 7. Westside's forcing him to take some open threes. The bigs on that switch are playing off of him a little bit, forcing him to pull up and hit that jump shot.
A good rebound by Lee Robinson, didn't finish though. And the foul by Barfield.
Here you go, Kircher on that ball screen. So what the switch is doing is now Westside's, their posts are playing off of him a little bit, forcing him to just kind of pull up and shoot that jump shot versus getting in the lane to create. So a little bit of adjustment off that switch. And that's a shot you'll live with Kircher taking. It's using your length, forcing the smaller guard to shoot over the top.
Mentioned these two teams have played twice this year. Papillion-LaVista South won both of those. First one was close, 60-59. Last time, big win, 70-52. And the foul on Barfield, that's going to be his second. And shooting 3 will be Bryson Ball. Last time they played, Papio South outscored Westside, as you see the foul, 26-3 in the second quarter to go on to that 18-point win. And they've opened up a 10-point lead, which is the largest of the game.
Yeah, this offense can do that. Just a lot of spurtability, really hard to defend. And we spent a lot of our time talking about, Kircher, which, has 5 defensive rebounds, 3 assists. We haven't talked much about Ball in this half, and he's that's 14 points already. So right. it just shows you their ability to score. Ball on 7 shots has 14 points. 3 blocks, no turnovers, 2 steals.
And now 3 of 3 from the free throw line.
Westside needs to find a basket here. Just haven't had a lot of success in the half court. Good move by Barfield, just couldn't get it to go. Good physicality, trying to get to his spot. And then you're going to see a high ball screen, I'm assuming here. And this is going to be really hard to guard between these 2 players.
8 seconds left in the half.
So you got
Ball with it.
You got your switch you wanted, and then he was able to post it, not able to get it.
That'll do it for the first half. The Titans head to the locker room with the largest lead of the first half, 32-20. Warriors trail as we head to the break. Andy Kendi is with Jim Simons.
Well, Coach, Bryson Ball has had a nice first half. How do you contain him?
He's awful good. Number one, we got to be better transition defense. They've gotten some easy stuff on us in transition. We've got to identify shooters in transition. And then in the half court, can't foul them on a three-point attempt, obviously, and we got to be better in our switches. They've gotten us with a couple flare screens where we just haven't been up enough in our switches.
And how do you generate more offense?
We got to finish better around the rim. I don't know what the stats are, but we're not shooting a real high percentage. Our ball movement's got to be better, and we want to look to get out more in transition.
Good luck in the second half. Head coach Jim Simons, his team trails by 12 in the Class A state championship game.
Much Andy Kendi. He's been hustling all over the place. And the Titans on top by 12.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is ready to help. A hydrostatic transmission assists its operation. Attachments are available for a variety of jobs. The Kubota BX Series. Demos are available through your local Kubota dealers. To learn more, KubotaNesports.com.
Coverage of the 2025 NSAA High School Boys Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, Teammates Mentoring Program, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy, as well as viewers like you who donate to Nebraska Public Media. Thank you. We are at halftime of the Class A state championship game between the Papillion-LaVista South Titans and the Westside Warriors. Papio South on top by 12. It's the largest lead of the first half, and the offense of the Titans has been too much for the Warriors to handle, at least in the first half.
Yeah, Papio South's really been efficient. 7 assists, 1 turnover. Been to the foul line at 7 of 8. Made 3 threes, 11 of 22 from the floor. Just, really has been efficient. Westside's probably got to try to speed them up a little bit, but then they've got to score. They've got to find some baskets, as Coach Simon said. If they can score a little bit and keep Papio South out of transition, they can get right back into this.
This is our third state championship of the day. Our morning session concluding here in Class A. Earlier this morning, it was Johnson Brock winning in a three-peat, 61-46. They knocked off Howells Dodge for their third consecutive state championship. And speaking of three, Ashland Greenwood won their third in 4 years in Class C1, knocking off Omaha Concordia. The final in that one was 53-39. Let's go to Rich Broderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special presentation today. Believers and Achievers is a statewide program designed to give recognition to Nebraska's future leaders. We have 4 Nebraska high school seniors with us today who have demonstrated academic excellence and a commitment to good citizenship. For their involvement in school and community service projects, Currency and the Nebraska School Activities Association would like to honor these Believers and Achievers. Presenting the Believers and Achievers Awards is NSAA Executive Director Jennifer Schwartz. Our first recipient is Annabelle Barlow of St. Mary's High School. Annabelle holds a 3.7 GPA while participating in basketball, play production, track, and cross country. Annabelle has qualified for numerous NSAA state championship events, including basketball, track, and play production, including being a part of the St. Mary's 2024 Class D2 state runner-up cast. At St. Mary's, Annabelle holds leadership positions with the student council and the dance team. She stays active in her community by volunteering with Meals on Wheels, St. Patrick's Church, and Little Cards basketball camp. Ladies and gentlemen, Annabelle Barlow. Our next honoree is Maddie Camry of Minden High School. Maddie participates in basketball, play production, track, and volleyball while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. Maddie was a part of the cast of Minden's 2023 Class B State Play Production third place show and was a member of Minden's 2023 and 2024 Class C1 Championship Volleyball team. Maddie is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, and Circle of Friends. In the Minden community, she volunteers in her youth group, helps organize community coat drives, and serves as youth volleyball coach. Ladies and gentlemen, Maddie Camry. Next is Lane Lund of Twin River High School. Lane is a 3.85 GPA student who participates in basketball, football, and track. Lane is a multi-time winner of the NCPA Academic Award and on the honor roll with distinction. At Twin River, Lane is a member of the National Honor Society and serves as treasurer of the Future Farmers of America chapter. In the community, Lane stays involved with his local church, assisting with religious education. Ladies and gentlemen, Lane Lund. Our final recipient is Kara Roberg of North Platte St. Patrick's High School. Kara participates in basketball, track, and volleyball while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. Kara is the president of the National Honor Society, was selected as an academic all-state award winner, and is consistently on the honor roll. Kara serves in her school as a class officer, a student council member, and the secretary of the Saints Leadership Group. Kara volunteers in her community at First Kids Preschool, St. Patrick's Church, and as a referee in youth athletics. Ladies and gentlemen, Kara Roberg. And now, let's give one more round of applause to the 2024-2025 Currency Believers and Achievers, the future leaders of Nebraska.
Congratulations to these outstanding student athletes for their work in the classroom, on the field of play, and in their community. Titans lead it by 12 at half.
Every day, Central Valley Ag Cooperative works with our farmers to feed the globe. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends, it's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Titans by 12, and Andy Kindy is with Coach Heiser.
Well, Coach, how happy are you defensively with the effort?
It's been good. A little concerned with our defensive block out. We need to make sure we don't leak anybody out. They're a really strong team on the boards, and I think second chance points could be something that could get them back in it.
What can you say about Bryson Ball? He's had a great start, a great tournament so far.
Yeah, he's just a fantastic player, and I just want to make sure we don't screw him up and overcoach right now and let him play.
What do you say to the kids about being so close to the trophy, and yet you still got a half a basketball to play?
The same thing since day one. We're in training, and it's just possession by possession. The most important possession right now is the next one.
Good luck in the second half. Papillion-LaVista South, 2 quarters away from its first state championship. Larry?
Thank you very much, Andy. Let's take a look at some highlights from first half action. We'll start with the look at the Warriors. Got off to a good start.
Yeah, you see Emery Gedek there with 1-3. You see his versatility there off of a turnover. Is able to take that in transition and score. And then Robinson finds Gedek for his second 3.
But the leading scorer for both teams is this guy.
Yeah, you saw Coach Heiser mention it. Just kind of let your players play. Ball's terrific. You know, just steal, conversion 3, and then you see a really good read off of a flare screen. I think Coach Simons alluded to that. Just gave him a couple easy ones in transition that he'll have to stop in the second half.
Look at the numbers, and you see the field goal percentage, certainly a big difference. 6 of 24 versus 11 of 22.
Yeah, just the rebounding total, 17-14, and then both teams have done a good job not turning over. Papillion South with just 1 turnover, that efficiency. Papillion South up 32-20, coming back for the third quarter.
Life is full of milestones. Let Wayne State's graduate programs be your next big moment. Whether you work in education, criminal justice, business, public relations, human resources, information technology, or sports and recreation, our programs provide pathways to the next level in your career. Flexible and online, a Wayne State graduate degree helps you write that next big chapter in your life without having to put your life on hold.
Hi, I'm Tom Osborne, former football coach and co-founder of the Teammates Mentoring Program.
And I'm Des Moines Adams, Husker Blackshirt and CEO of Teammates Mentor.
We are recruiting Teammates mentors and need caring adults to be in the lives of our students.
Meeting with a student once a week can make a positive impact in their life and have a ripple effect in our communities.
Please join our team.
Go to teammates.org today.
Back at Pinnacle Bank Arena for second half action of this Class A state championship between Papillion South and Westside. Titans with the lead at the break by 12. Warriors will open up with it. What do the Warriors have to do differently here in this second half, Andy?
Yeah, just, 20 points probably is not going to be enough to outscore Papillion. They've got to, Papillion South, they've got to find some more offense. They can do that a couple ways, create some turnovers and get out in transition like they did in the first half.
Turnaround down low. Gedek not good. Backside board and put back by Robinson. Andy's foul.
And you saw Coach Heiser in the halftime mentioned it. The ability to get on the offensive backboard could get them back into it and start the third quarter. Robinson just uses his athleticism to get a hand on the basketball. Just a terrific individual effort and play.
Free throw good as well. Good start for the Warriors here to second half play. They're with it up top. Here's Ball. Kircher with it. Kircher, turn around left-handed from the elbow. Check that, that's Levi Webb with the bucket.
Webb's up to 7 points. It's just kind of that third piece we talked about. Just has really developed into a good player at a consistent sophomore season. He's been really consistent in the state tournament with both games leading up to this in double figures.
Robinson loses it, kicks it out. Open look here for Healy. Good start for the Warriors. Carson Healy. And Kircher misses the way in. That'll go off the knee of Kircher.
Yeah, just what a great hustle play by Healy. What a good job by the official seeing that as well. Like, it was not an easy, there you see the play before. Robinson does a good job of securing the loose ball with 2 hands and finding Healy. And then Healy makes a really good hustle play to follow that to save the possession.
Snoddy into the paint. Oddbody. Good move down low, and all of a sudden, Westside has cut the lead to 6.
Good 5-0 start. You know, they had really 2 good half-court possessions. They've been able to score that in half-court, which in the first half I thought they were better in transition than the half-court. There they get 2 baskets off an offensive rebound.
3 on the way from Beckenauer. That's off, and the rebound. Oddbody again. Snoddy in transition. Does not get the finish, but he'll shoot a couple.
So the Westside mixes in a little bit more half-court efficiency with, there you see just the transition. Robinson pushes up to Snoddy and able to get to the free throw line.
First one good from Terrell Snoddy. Knocks them both down. Good start to this second half for Westside. 10-2 run to start this second for the Warriors.
You see little adjustments here. Snoddy's going to try to keep the ball out of Kircher's hands. Picked him up full court.
Off the glass, ball did not finish.
What that does is going to make some other players from Papillion South make some decisions with the basketball.
Will be Titans ball.
So here you see Snoddy in denial there. So Papillion South's just going to let Webb and Ball be kind of the primary ball handlers. At least get Papillion South into offense, and then I'm sure Kircher will get a touch here.
Off of Snoddy, and it will stay with Papillion South.
I think this is the most disruptive Westside's defense has been. Just 3.5 minutes into this third quarter. I thought first half, Papillion South played kind of at their pace. And now Westside just has increased the pressure a little bit.
Webb again. Good smooth shot. Levi Webb, his second bucket of this second half.
Yeah, both those pull-ups are not easy shots. That 15-foot pull-up, Webb made both of those look really easy.
Healy with the drive, kicks it out, knocked down, odd body. Three-point game. Ball off the back of the rim. Here comes Lee Robinson. The three-pointer, and we are down to 36. What a start for the Warriors.
And Westside now 6 of 12 from the three-point line.
And Kircher will take a three. In and out, tipped around, and the rebound to Westside. Snoddy will push the pace. Drive, Healy. Stripped away. Good pass ahead, but turned over. Westside with its first lead of the game. Snoddy with the bucket.
Westside just really attacking right now, playing with a lot of offensive confidence. Papillion South kind of on their heels.
It is an 18-4 run until that basket. 18-6 run to open up this second half, and we are knotted at 38. We have a media timeout coming that the action will not slow down for. And one opportunity. Emery Geddick. (20-6) run to open up this second half. Westside back on top.
Meet the champions of innovation in the heart of Nebraska. They're not just farmers, and they nurture more than just crops, pushing boundaries and turning challenges into opportunities. They trade knowledge and know-how, and their dedication doesn't end at harvest. It's in your every bite and every drive. The future of food, fuel, and fiber, and the future of Nebraska starts right here.
Did you know that the #1 reason officials quit is because of verbal abuse from parents and fans? We are losing officials, and we need everyone to respect the ref.
Judges help students to find their voice and become lifelong supporters of the arts. Without these individuals, NSAA activities would not be possible.
I cannot participate in the activities that I love without these officials and judges. So please, let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, and let the judges judge.
Warriors scored 20 points in the first half. They have 20 here in this quarter. And we still have 2 minutes, 14 seconds to go. Quite a difference for this Warrior squad.
Yeah, just really playing with an offensive freedom and confidence, scoring in transition. Yeah, they made 3 threes in this quarter to match that first half total of 3 as well. Also been able to get to the free throw line.
Geddick completes the three-point play. And a three-point lead for the Warriors. Kircher with it for the Titans. Here's Herrera. Quick shot by Ball, knocks down the three, and we're back to even.
They're just a really tough action to defend. Kind of a little pin down off of a handoff.
Off the front of the rim, rebound to Webb. Herrera drives in, nice move. Thought about the floater and decided to take it all the way to the rim.
They used the shot fake to kind of lift the defender, create space to attack the rim for a tough finish. Papillion South responds with a little 5-0 run to take the lead.
Got a shot, in and out. .50 seconds remain in the third. Titans 2-point lead and the ball. Kircher with it up top. Kircher will drive. Great take by Reese Kircher. Back to a 4-point advantage.
Yeah, I thought halfway through the third, Westside did a really good job of taking it out of Kircher's hands, and now in the last 2 minutes, the ball's kind of got back to Kircher, and he's been able to make some plays off that dribble.
Snoddy with the drive and paint. Great floater by Snoddy.
Yeah, tough drive, tough pull-up. Answers.
Eight seconds remain in the third. Herrera turns around, and that's going to do it. Brand new game as we head to the fourth here in the Class A State Championship. Third belonged to Westside, and they are back to within 2, 8 minutes before we crown a champ here in Class A.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is ready to help. A hydrostatic transmission assists its operation. Attachments are available for a variety of jobs. The Kubota BX Series. Demos are available through your local Kubota dealers. To learn more, KubotaNEsports.com.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney, we bring the power of the herd. Among every court, field, stadium, and arena, you'll find strength, determination, and heart. United by our love of the game and commitment to the Loper spirit, we cheer for the blue and gold. We're more than athletes. We're leaders, scholars, and champions. When you run with the Lopers, that's when you'll feel the power of the herd. Learn more at unk.edu.
Back here at PBA, if you look at Westside's offense, really terrific third quarter. We got a Robinson put back there to start the possession of the third quarter. You see Healy with a three, Oddbody with a three, and then they use transition to create another three. Which is really a confident group on the offensive side of the basketball right now to make this a 45-43 game. You see Snoddy gets into the lane. Snoddy's up to 9 points. Geddick with 13. Robinson with 7. Really a productive third quarter, scoring 23 points, outscoring their 20-point first half by 3 in just that third quarter.
8 of 12, 66.7% from the floor for Westside in that third. Final 8 minutes. Here we go in the Class A State Championship. Papio South will open up the fourth with it. And immediately a turnover. And here comes Lee Robinson. Little floater, doesn't fall. Oddbody. No shot. He was fouled before the shot.
And Kircher's up to 3 turnovers now, 4 for the team. And then you see that offensive backboard, which concerned Coach Hoosier. Oddbody did a nice job of assuming that shot was going to be missed. Picks up his second offensive rebound, 4 total rebounds. And now Omaha Westside owns a +8 rebounding advantage.
Healy kicks it out, put around the way by Snoddy, got it! Snoddy showed up here in this second half. Westside regains the lead by 1.
Senior guard in double figures now at 12.
Snoddy with it again. Beckenauer right there on him. The switch. Four on the shot clock. Robinson drives in, doesn't get it to go. Rebound Herrera. Not late in the clock there. Good ball movement. 3 is off. Goes off of Oddbody, and it will stay with the Titans.
You see Healy just uses that post touch to get a little middle penetration. Snoddy did a good job of just spacing the floor in that corner. Another big three. Westside 7 of 14 for the game.
Herrera on Oddbody. Nice move down low by Jaden Herrera.
Yeah, just so tough. You know, Oddbody's kind of there by himself. They just can't give a lot of help with this. The shooters Papillion South put on the floor. Credit Herrera's patience of just taking his time, getting some space along that baseline.
Dada chases down his own miss, but then into the hands of Ball. Titans with it in a 1-point lead. Kircher loses it, kicks it out. Herrera's three-pointer. Big shot by Herrera.
Yeah, just a tough break there for Westside. Did a really good job on the ball screen.
Timeout taken by Jim Simons. Herrera with 5 consecutive points.
You see it just, Robinson does a good job of helping. Kircher is forced to go to the floor, picks up the loose ball, and sometimes the ball bounces your way, and you know, credit Herrera to have the confidence to take that deep three. Just a huge play late in the fourth quarter.
4-point advantage here for the Titans. Well, it is the final game reffing for one of our crew members here tonight, Christopher Eichscheid. There he is. Long reffing career, and he's closing it out in the Class A championship.
Yeah, officiating is such a tough task. I mean, you know, a lot of fans don't quite understand all the rules and expect everyone to be perfect, and I think the officiating down here has been really good.
Yep.
Not perfect, never is. Nor is the coaches or players. I think everybody has to give everybody a little grace. But Chris has done a great job, great career, and this crew's done a really good job. You haven't really noticed them in this game, which as an official, that's the best compliment you can give them.
I asked Chris, I said, hey, do you want to call you Chris or Christopher? And he said, well, my mom would really like it if you called me Christopher. So he's thinking about his mom at all times.
That's great. He's earned it.
Great career, Christopher Eichscheid. All right, back to a 50-48 game. Oh, great feed down low, and the lay-in for Beckenauer.
Yeah,
first bucket for Beckenauer.
Yeah, multiple players had to recover to Herrera just based on his last three. And then he was able to find the open player.
Tough shot there for Snoddy. Good job defensively. 4-point lead on the ball with 4:30 remaining.
Westside just needs to keep defending here.
Papillion-LaVista South has never won a state boys basketball championship. Herrera is fouled before the shot. In fact, their first ever trip to the state championship.
You see Kircher with a little penetration there, and then you see two players have to run at Herrera. You know, he just made a three from the right wing. And Beckenauer benefits.
Ball misses it all.
Yeah, good stop by Westside. Certainly a tough shot. Stay attached here, only down 4. Robinson been able to get the ball to the rim here the last few possessions. Here it is again with the bump.
Foul's called on Kircher.
Probably be on the floor.
It's the first personal foul on Kircher. the glass. Get it. Gets the bucket. Three-pointer, Herrera again. Boy, has he come up big here in the fourth.
Yeah, 3 of 4 now, 6 of 8 for the game from the overall field, 17 points. None bigger than that 3 to push that lead back to 5.
8 points for Herrera on the circus shot by Lee Robinson. 8 by Herrera, all here in the fourth.
He's just going to credit Ball on some terrific defensive stance vertical, but it still wasn't enough. Well, what a tremendous effort by Robinson to get the body control to get that one up and in. Takes it back to a 1-possession game.
Snoddy will bring it up. Down by 3. Opportunity to tie here. Shot is off. Kircher with it. And a timeout taken by Joel Heiser. Timeout of the floor. Let's take a look at last year's Class A state championship game.
In their 5th consecutive state title matchup, Bellevue West defeated Millard North 57-48 in a back-and-forth battle. Although the Mustangs led at halftime, the Thunderbirds turned the tide in the second half with key performances from Jaden Jackson and Eldon Turner. Bellevue West's dominant second half led to their 3rd title in 5 years.
They had been 5 consecutive years for the title, and they met this year down here at state, but it was in the first round.
Yeah, the bracket makers decided to make it a first-round game, right? The 4-4 versus 5 game, but you know, what a great run both Millard North and Bellevue West had. Now there's going to be a new champion. Here you see Ball just stays vertical, but look at the ability to finish outside of your body to avoid the length of Ball. Terrific effort by Robinson to get that one to go. Now Coach Hoosier with this timeout, you know, certainly you want to review kind of what your strategy is on the offensive side. The next 2:24, every possession is immensely important.
That last timeout taken by the Titans. Both teams plenty of timeouts. 4 for the Titans remain, 3 for Westside.
Bellevue South has 2 team fouls and only 1 for Westside, so certainly shooting fouls will be the only thing that plays out here for next few possessions.
Kircher with it into the paint. Great feed. Reverse lay-in just off by Beckenauer. Jeddick with it up top. Now to Lee Robinson. Or Snoddy. Snoddy has it. 1:45 remains in the game.
Looks like you're going to get a staggered into a zoom handoff here to try to get Robinson downhill.
Robinson draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good set by Coach Simons there. Just created a little bit of separation to get your best right-handed driver of the basketball with some space. Credit Robinson for having the patience to draw the foul. Robinson's 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
Lee Robinson at the line to shoot 2. And you mentioned he came off the bench with that injury in the semifinals. Said he wasn't going to come back. His back was really bothering him. I think he said in the post-game interview, his coach saw him in the hallway and said, hey, if you don't go back in there, we're not going to win this. And he came back out and led the team to the victory to get here to the finals.
Yeah, tremendous toughness. And then, you know, the harder part of that was probably to come back today after, you know, just that sometimes that rest, everything stiffens up. But what a terrific finals performance up to this point. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal.
Good deflection there by Snoddy. It'll stay with the Titans. 18 on the shot clock, 1:19 on the game clock.
You see the highlight there, just really giving a lot of attention to ball there in the post. 15 on the shot clock.
Kircher with it. Tipped out by Lee Robinson.
4 seconds.
4 seconds.
You know, this is a tough spot to inbounds. A lot of times coaches don't have a ton of sets from the side. Coach Hoosier elects not to take a timeout. Now Coach Hoosier's got a timeout. Having a little trouble getting it in that far down in the corner. It's just a tough angle to inbound the ball from.
Coaches are finding out where they're going to inbound from. Would be the same place.
Yeah, I think they had the timeout before the ball was there. There's just kind of a bang-bang play there as they're getting the ball inbounded. So, 106, 4 seconds. You know, you certainly have time to run something where somebody has a dribble or two. You know, look for maybe probably a ball posting here or a ball coming off some type of a staggered screen where he'll take a 3 running at the sideline. He's such a terrific catch and shoot kid with his length. I think you're going to get some type of a staggered double with ball.
Kircher knocks down the shot from the free throw line.
Yeah, kind of use ball as a decoy there to give Kircher a little bit of space to get to that elbow.
Big late shot clock shot from Kircher. Another look.
Yeah, you just see that Robinson was expecting to have a little midline help there, but they had really cleared everybody to the corner except for ball on the block. And just Kircher had all kinds of space to get to the right-hand drive to that elbow pull-up. Big-time shot with a minute to go.
And now Coach Simons with the timeout. 45 years since Westside has won a state title. 1980 was the, what were you doing in 1980?
You started kindergarten.
Is that right?
175, so yeah, it's a long time ago. Long time ago.
I was on the 9th grade Metro basketball team for Kern Junior High.
That's awesome.
How about that?
But I think Coach Simons, I think you have to put the ball in Robinson's hands here. I mean, he's been the most effective player in terms of not only scoring for himself, he can get to the foul line, he can also, you know, create some 3 opportunities. You know, really, you know, Gedek has 2 threes. Snoddy hit a 3 off of some drive penetrations. Healy's got 2. Advadi stepped out and hit a 3. So I think all Westside players can create some space. Looks like Kircher's going to face guard Robinson and not let him get it. That's where this coaching of really knowing teams and coaches. Great job.
Carson Healy and a quick timeout.
Yeah, sometimes when you face guard, it ends up opening up a gap in some space, and Healy was able to take advantage of that. You watch this, they're face guarding Healy where Kircher should be helping, and then Healy just takes the advantage of that and lays it in. And then Coach Simon takes the quick timeout. 42 seconds, so certainly Westside can elect just to play this possession out with almost an 8-second differential. You know, the clock does not stop on a make the last minute of high school, so a lot of times you got to prepare to use that last timeout. Westside's down to 1 timeout. Papio South is trying to make sure the ball gets inbounded. You know, certainly want to get it to your best ball handlers. Westside's only committed 1 foul, so certainly a few fouls before you're going to be in the double bonus.
Ball will inbound.
Sorry, Larry. So gets the ball to Kircher's hands, your senior point guard.
Kircher brings it up.
such a tough time. You want to be aggressive to get a good shot here, but you certainly don't want to wait too long in the shot clock where you just aren't able to execute something. Looks like about 8 seconds are going to go.
And a timeout. 2 timeouts remaining for the Titans. 15 of the game, 8 of the shot clock. 1 point lead for the Titans in this Class A title game.
Yeah, 8 seconds on the shot clock, so Westside's going to play this out. The sideline's a tough place to inbound the ball. The thing that you have to be careful of for Papillion South is any type of a shot sometimes can be a long rebound, and you don't have great offensive balance, if that makes sense. Sometimes you get overloaded and you get pulled to the corner where a long rebound off the backside could create a run out from Westside. So it's something to kind of watch here to make sure Papillion South, if they do take some type of a corner three, that Westside is not able to push this out. If you're Westside, you have plenty of things. You want to play without fouling here. You need a rebound, and then you can push. You can take a timeout. You can play it out. As a coach, you probably want to see if you can get a stop here, let your team push in transition. If there's nothing there, Coach Simons will take his last timeout.
Kircher will inbound. 8 seconds on the shot clock, 15 on the game clock. 1 point lead for the Titans. Herrera has it to Kircher. Kicks out, ball, 3-pointer on the way, and he's fouled. Bryson Ball is fouled, and he will shoot 3. But he tried to avoid it.
Yeah, just the patience and poise of both Kircher to not panic, and then Ball to know how much time you had to shot fake and draw the contact. It would be so easy for Kircher to panic and throw that up there, or Ball to not realize how much time he had and shoot it. Just really savvy. Unfortunate for Westside to foul there, but just credit both Kircher and Ball making really terrific offensive plays. For Westside, you're hoping he misses here to keep this a one-possession game. Coach Simons is down to 1 timeout, so you really have to push to give yourself a chance to win the game. You can't take your timeout here. You're going to have to use it to stop the clock after you score on this possession, just with the high school rule of the clock not stopping.
1 possession game now. He can make it a 2 with a make here. 2 possession game. Big free throws for Bryson Ball. Wow. "30-second timeout taken by the Titans."
So Coach Simon saves his timeout as he knows he's going to have to take it after a basket here to be able to set some type of a press defense. Coach Huser's, certainly talking to his team. There's only 3 fouls, so Papillion South does have a foul to give. If you've practiced it, certainly on this stage, whatever you're going to execute late game, you want it to be something that, you have total confidence that your kids understand.
Yep.
With it being a 4-point game, the worst thing you can do is reach in and foul on a shooter and have him throwing a 3 and a free throw. That brings losing into the equation. So look for Papillion South to execute what they've worked on through the year of time and score. Here's another replay of just the patience of Ball. And, that's a foul. Healy just committed so much effort to try to contest that. And there's your first foul. That will put Papillion South at 4. So up 3, you can certainly foul again and put them on the free throw line. But up 4, you're not going to elect the foul here.
Right.
Robinson needs to push. Any basket right here gives Omaha Westside the ability to take a timeout and to continue the game.
Well, what a great shot there by Lee Robinson. 2-point game, 4.3, and there's the final timeout taken by the Warriors.
Yeah, so if Coach Simons takes that last timeout, this ends the game here. Right. So Robinson would have scored. Papio South wouldn't even had to take the basketball out of bounds. The clock would have ran out. So Simons did a tremendous job hanging on that last time out. Robinson does a great job as a freshman of just going to score to extend the game. And now it's going to come down to, can Westside force a turnover, or can Papio South inbound the basketball? You know, Westside's got to foul 3 times for free throws. So in order for Westside to win the game, they're going to have to create a turnover here. I don't believe they have enough time to foul 3 times.
Right.
Occasionally you can hold a cutter and the ref may give it to you before the ball is inbounds. By definition, that could become an intentional foul if it's not as part of the game. You know, so that you might be able to sneak one of those in where the clock doesn't start. But probably you're going to look at Papio having to inbound a couple times here, and you'll see Westside fouling. People watching the game, it's so important to know that you can run with the basketball. This is after a made basket, so inbounder can run. And then sometimes what happens, Larry, is once now it's fouled, it'll be a dead ball, so the scenario can change for your inbounder. So it's really important to communicate that to him as well.
Trying to get it in, got
the
ball
here.
And he's fouled. About a second goes off the clock.
And now you're going to see a sideline out of bounds, which is something that you don't, as a staff, practice as much as you do inline. So it's certainly a little different scenario here. Coach Hoosier still has a timeout if you're not able to inbound it. Sometimes you make a mistake here, it can lead to a turnover and a basket.
And he got the timeout.
I think the referees are going to discuss timeout versus foul, which one occurred first.
Foul before the timeout.
Even then, it's going to be.
And they did get the foul before the timeout, so one more foul to give, and no time goes off the clock on that one.
Yep, so the Titans will keep the timeout, but the next foul will be free throws.
Quick foul again.
Levi Webb going to the free throw line. Webb's 1 of 1. Sophomore forward.
At the free throw line from Papillion-LaVista South, number 12, Levi Webb.
Yeah, so certainly you'll try to make both of these. If you can go up 4, you want to go up 4. So never should a coach elect to miss this. You want to go up 4. If you're up 1 with only 1 to shoot, you can elect to miss it without a timeout, because either way a long 3-point shot beats you whether you're up 1 or 2. But if you're up 3 or up 2, you try to make this shot. Webb makes the first.
Second one is long. Here is Lee Robinson. The shot at the buzzer is off. And for the first time ever, Papillion-LaVista South has won a state basketball championship. What a finish in Class A. And a fantastic finish as well. The Titans take down the Warriors and win their first ever high school championship in basketball. Medals and trophies to hand out when we come back.
Constellation is a natural gas commodity supplier in the Choice Gas program, helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $400,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
That was funny. Yeah. That's a sick bike.
Boys.
Miss Sanderson?
See you Monday.
No way.
(61-58) the final. The Nets coming down for the first time ever for the Titans. They are state boys basketball champs. Let's go to Rich Broderson.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, the Nebraska Coaches Association, and the Nebraska Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association are proud to support positive sportsmanship during the state championships and throughout the season. At this time, we are pleased to present the Sportsmanship Award for classes A and D1. The trophy is graciously donated by Awards Unlimited. The sportsmanship program is exclusively presented by Currency, which helps businesses grow throughout Nebraska and beyond. We are proud to sponsor this award, and we congratulate our Nebraska students for their achievements. Making the presentation are NCAA President-elect Matt Schwarzendruber from Sandy Creek High School, representing the NSAA O'Neill Athletic Director Nate Larson, and representing Currency, Mitch Grossroad. The Class A Sportsmanship Award winner is Papillion-LaVista South High School. And the Class D1 Sportsmanship Award is Bancroft Rosalie High School. Congratulations, Papillion-LaVista South and Bancroft Rosalie. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nebraska School Activities Association is pleased to present medals and trophies to both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Jennifer Schwartz and NSAA Board of Directors Thomas Lee of Omaha Westview and Dr. Nick Wimhoff of Fort Calhoun. Here are the awards for the runner-up Omaha Westside Warriors. Head coach Jim Simons and his assistants will present the silver medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 1, Monte Brown. Number 5, Donnie Barfield Jr. Number 10, Tyler Vaughns. Number 11, London Dada. Number 12, Jack Hawkins. Number 13, Brendan Reeves. Number 20, Jack Schaefer. Number 21, Darian Jenkins. Number 40, Will Preston.
Good job, Will. We'll be back.
Number 2, Lee Robinson. Number 3, Emery Gannick. Number 4, Trell Snoddy. Number 25, Carson Healy. And number 33, Tyson Advani. For these outstanding athletes and their team, here is the 2025 NSAA Class A Boys State Basketball Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations to the Omaha Westside Warriors. And now to the champions, the Papillion-LaVista South Titans. Head coach Joel Heiser and your assistants, please present the gold medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. We begin with number 1, Brady Alderson. Number 4, Diego Humbert. Number 21, Riker Brooks. Number 25, Connor Falkenberg. Number 31, Kenyon Slamandi. Number 33, Trent Krugman. Number 34, Cody Cizik. Number 40, Kellen Wilson. Number 12, Levi Webb. Number 20, Bryson Ball. Number 22, Reese Kircher. Number 23, Grant Beckenauer. And number 24, Jaden Herrera. Coach Heiser, we also have a special award for you. Presenting the championship game ball from Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, Director of Underwriting Operations, Lori Harry. And now, for these outstanding athletes and their team, here is the 2025 NSAA Class A Boys State Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations to the Papillion-LaVista South Titans.
State champs for the first time, Papillion-LaVista South. The Titans win it. Andy Kendi is with Jim Simons.
Well, Coach, big deficit, double-digit going into the third quarter, but you guys made it not only a game, you took the lead. What was the difference between the second half and the first half?
Really proud of our guys' fight. I thought, you know, at halftime we were down 12. I didn't think our morale and our verve was very good and had a choice to make, and our guys decided to fight and compete. I thought we got the game more at our tempo in the second half. We picked them up full court. Offensively, we were a little bit better in transition, and we just got the game going at the tempo that is more comfortable to us, and we made a few shots, which, you know, we talked at halftime. I mean, we just needed to make a few more shots, and we did.
Ultimately, what was the difference in your mind?
they made one or two more plays than we did. I thought both teams played tremendously hard. They made a couple big shots down the stretch. Our guys did too. It's a one-possession game, right? I mean, ultimately, I think the game was probably decided in the first half. I couldn't have asked any more of our guys in the second half. The first half, we just didn't finish around the rim as well as maybe we could have, and didn't get our guys in a good enough position to be successful offensively.
What about this journey for this team this year, led by a group of seniors you're going to have to say goodbye to?
Yeah, just a tremendous journey by the group. When we started, I mean, we had a group of seniors last year that have been around for a long time, and so did a lot of people statewide. And we came with a new group, and you have guys like Carson and Tyson who were part of the rotation last year, but were maybe secondary guys in our state semifinal team last year, and they elevated their play. Trell Snoddy, who had just a great state tournament, Trell's a kid who's been in our program for 4 years, just couldn't carve his way into the varsity rotation until this year, and really the second part of this year, and really stepped up and did a good job. And then Brendan Reeves and Desmond Cole, 2 other seniors for us, they just showed up on behalf of their team and worked hard to make their team better. So a senior class that certainly left their mark.
The future is bright, though.
Yeah, we got good young players, and obviously, can we just keep working, keep trying to take the next steps? The team we played today is a very veteran, very experienced team, and I thought that certainly showed. And our young kids are talented, and we're excited about them.
Well, congratulations on a great season. Westside comes up just short in the Class A final. They finished the year 24-5. We'll hear from the champions, Papillion-LaVista South, straight ahead.
More than 80 communities across the state count on Nebraska Public Power District to power their every day. And like a dependable neighbor, we work tirelessly to make our communities a better place to live. From preparing them for economic growth, to partnering in local events, to educating tomorrow's workforce, we are charged with bringing the best of public power to our communities and energizing their tomorrows. NPPD, powering our state, empowering our communities.
All right, it's time to talk about us. Not him, not her, not them. Us. Thanks to us, things have been great. In fact, you can find us just about everywhere. Your food, that's us. Your food's food. That's us too. Your fuel, that's us. And should anyone out there happen to doubt us, by all means, just watch us.
Sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 cause of death in students involved in activities. 7,000 adolescents lose their life annually due to sudden cardiac arrest.
If defibrillation through an AED is administered within the first 3 minutes, survival rates increase to 74%. If an AED is used within the first minute, the survival rate rises to 90%.
For every minute that passes without defibrillation, survival rates decrease by 7 to 10%. Are you and your school prepared?
Coverage of the 2025 NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media, made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, Teammates Mentoring Program, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy, as well as viewers like you who donate to Nebraska Public Media. Thank you. What a finish. One of the better ones we've had in the last couple of years here in these state championships. Certainly the best today as the Titans win it. 61-58 for that school's first ever state title. Take a look at the final numbers for this Class A state championship. What do you got here, Andy?
Yeah, just the efficiency. I think Papillion South played with 22 of 44, 50%, 6 threes. Points in the paint was pretty equal. Turnovers just 4 to 7. But credit Westside. I feel like they hit some really big threes, 7 to 16 for the game. They controlled the backboard, which I thought was favored them coming in. But also Herrera and a player like Webb. I feel like Papillion South had some seniors step up and help them win this Class A state title.
We'll hear from the champs when we come back here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Stay with us.
These are Nebraska corn farmers. They work in acres, not hours. Over 9 million acres to be exact. Harvesting the energy and climate solutions the world needs. Year after year. Year after year. We are proud to stand with you.
Nebraska's pork industry includes over 1,100 pig farms, producing more than 7 million pigs annually, resulting in bacon, ribs, and chops on your dinner table. It's an industry supporting over 17,000 jobs, with $6 billion in economic activity. This message brought to you by Nebraska pig farmers through their pork checkoff. Learn more at powerofpork.com.
Coverage of the 2025 NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, Teammates Mentoring Program, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy, as well as viewers like you who donate to Nebraska Public Media. Thank you.
All right, with the happy head coach, let's get right to it. First state championship for Papillion-LaVista South. How does this feel?
Oh, it's just a wonderful feeling. I'm just, I'm so proud of, obviously the team, but my coaching staff. They are my strength. They're just, 3 of them have been with us for the entire time, and then the others are just fantastic. So this is about them. It's about our school. It's about all those players that have come before these guys, and certainly this team is really special, though.
You knew it was going to be a battle. You knew they were going to make a run, and they did. What was the key in answering that run to hold on and get the dub?
Well, they got to the paint just at will, it seemed like, there in the third quarter, and I think that was outscored us and put us in single digits, and so we really needed to do a better job of trying to seal up the gaps a little bit and make sure we were holding them to one shot. But really, the answer was, a few stops, but just some big-time buckets by Jaden, and then, of course, Bryson with a big game, and, Reese controlling the tempo with the ball. And so that was a game of a great response by this team, and we're just really proud of them.
What about this senior group? They've been through so much to get here finally to the mountaintop. School's been open, 22 years, and this is the first time with this group of kids. It's a pretty special group, isn't it?
Yeah, I said it the other day. We knew this was a special team 4 years ago, and then we went through 3 district finals where we just were heartbreak city, and yet they continued to just forge together, and they've become a very close-knit team. They're brotherhood is a term you often hear them say. For me, it's just special because they love each other, they care for each other, and they're willing to do anything for each other. And so anytime your team can kind of press to that mark, that's just a tremendous. And I also, credit to their parents, credit to the community. This was a fantastic night and a great showing by Papillion, and we're just very proud of them.
Well, congratulations. We're going to hear from some of your players. Thank you, Coach. Let's bring in Jaden Herrera, 17 points, 4 assists. And you had a key stretch there in the fourth quarter where your team really needed you and you answered the bell. What was going through your head at that point? Did you know you had to maybe take it upon yourself to take control?
No, I just felt like whatever came to me. If it came to me, I knew I was going to hit it confident. My coaches gave me confidence all week, just talking to me through practice. Just be confident, be shot ready.
And you were, no question about it. What is this like for you to finally, you've talked about it, dreamt about it, and now it's finally here that you are a state champion?
It's a great feeling, especially with these guys. I love these guys. Just showing up every day, it's so much fun. I just love it.
What was the key to this season? Maybe not just the state tournament, but for the entire season. Coach talked about getting so close the last 3 years. What was the difference? Why this year?
Just staying with the process. Coach always says stick to the process, and I think that's what we did, and we got it done.
Well, congratulations. Jaden, why don't you hand it off to Bryson Ball. 21 points, 5 rebounds, 3 block shots, 3 steals. Bryson, it wasn't easy, but what do you think is the difference in your mind to getting the W?
I think it's just the fact that we were able to stay together. We knew they were going to go on a run just like he did against Miller North, but the fact that we stayed together and just trusted in each other was the difference in the game.
I know you thought about this for years. What do you think put you guys over the top?
I think we finally decided this year that we weren't going to end in that district final. We were going to make a run and show people that us Papillion-LaVista South Titans can win games and win the big games too.
How rewarding is this? I mean, shoot, everybody's going to remember this year as every time that people look at that trophy, they're going to think of you guys.
Yeah, I mean, this is something I've wanted since I was a little kid watching my brother play here. So this is just everything I've ever dreamed of.
And putting the stamp, Coach mentioned the community, the high school community, the community at large in Papillion. This is a big deal for you guys.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everyone's behind us. I feel like we're arguably the best parent section here, and our students really showed out, and they were just super loud every game, all game, too. So. Well,
congratulations, Bryson Ball, and the winners at Papillion-LaVista South. For the first time, they can call themselves state champions. They win the Class A title 61-58.
So thank you very much, Andy. That will do it for the Class A State Championship, and a good one it was. We'll be back here at 4:15 for our next State High School Championship. For Andy Kendi, for Andy Markowski, I'm Larry Putney. For our entire production crew, thanks so much for joining us again back here at 4:15 as State Championship basketball continues on Nebraska Public Media.
Funding for NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is provided in part by the Dr. Thomas and Dorothy Hallstrom Athletics Endowment.
Live streaming for the NSAA Championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app.